Are you thinking about moving into Lexington or anywhere in central Kentucky, but you're not really sure what neighborhood might best fit your needs? In today's video, we are going to be looking at the 40503 zip code in the Lexington area. It's one of the oldest areas of Lexington, inside New Circle Road, and we're going to be breaking it down to see how long it would take you to get into downtown Lexington if you work maybe down at the hospital or anywhere in the downtown area. We're going to see how long it's going to take us to get out to New Circle Road, or maybe even farther out over onto Man of War if that's where you're working. We're going to be taking a look into the schools that are in that area. If you have children, you'll be interested what school district it's in, and as according to niche.com, how do those school districts really match up? We're also going to be looking to see some of the current houses that are available in that zip code right now. And I found about 3 or 4 houses. Some of them have been reduced, so maybe that could get you into a really good deal. You could make an offer on something there, but it'll give you an idea of what type houses are available in that zip code. So over the next few weeks, we're going to be breaking down different areas of Lexington. You may be trying to decide on where to move. You've never been into Lexington, but maybe your job is transferring you there. Maybe you're going to retire there and you'd like to find some property. So over these next few weeks, we're going to be looking at different areas to kind of give you an idea. You get on Google, you look to see what the best neighborhoods are in Lexington, but maybe they're not the best neighborhoods for you. So, one of the best neighborhoods when you look it up says Chevy Chase. Maybe that's not the neighborhood for you. So we're going to be looking at some houses. All of these houses are around the $400,000 price range, 3 and 4 bedroom family style houses. We're going to be checking out if there's any parks in the area. So what you're going to need to do is give us a call or send us a text or an email and let us know exactly what it is you're looking for so that we can help you do that deep dive search, because looking online is very difficult to do on your own, but we'd be glad to help you find what really fits your style. So stick with us. We're going to get into Google Maps here on my computer. We're going to take a look at things. Maybe you can decide for yourself. Stick with us. We're going to get going right now. Here we are in my computer. We're going to get onto Google Maps and we're going to take a look at some properties that I have found in the 40503 zip code, and we're going to see what other things are around there. We're going to jump into it, so stick with me. Now, as you can see, right here in the middle of my screen is Lexington, all of Lexington. So we're going to be looking at this 40503 area code, but I wanted to give you an idea of where we are. If you're moving into central Kentucky area, you might be interested in up here to the northwest is Frankfort. So that's the capital of Kentucky, all of county government, city government, state government workers there. Now, if you go directly north, you're going to be in Georgetown, and we've talked a lot about Georgetown as well as Frankfort. A little bit less expensive to live in these two areas outside of the Lexington area. Now, we haven't really talked much about Paris, but as you can see, Paris is over here to the northeast of Lexington, Bourbon County, horse country there as well. Directly east, you have down here Winchester, and if you look just south of Lexington, you'll come down here to Richmond, Kentucky. So it's about 30 minutes, give or take, to any one of these areas, as you can see them on the map. But today we're going to really be focusing on an area inside of New Circle Road. You can see the circle all the way around here. We've talked about this in previous videos. You can get on New Circle Road and be anywhere in the city of Lexington. Now, there is an outer loop now, and it is Man of War. Not as quick to get around, a lot more lights. On Man of War, people get frustrated with all the lights and all the stopping on Man of War. But it is the outer loop that goes around. So we're going to zoom in a little bit more, and we're going to be looking at this area between Nicholasville Road, which is right here, 27, here on this side of the screen. I don't know if you can see it or not. My cursor here, or in Harrodsburg Road, which is here at the top part of my screen. And you can kind of see it's in a pie shape, and we're going to be looking at some of these properties in here. But before we really dive into the properties, I want to talk to you a little bit about how close you are to downtown if you live in this 40503 area code. So you can see the University of Kentucky here just outside of that area code. You can see it here. So if you're working up at UK, whether you're in the medical field or you're in the educational field there, lots of people come into Lexington to work at UK. And you can see how close we are to UK. Depending on the time of day, probably a 10-minute drive from this area over here to UK, depending on where you got to go and get parked. Let's say you're wanting to move up to, you're going to have to work maybe up in the northern part of Lexington. It's not that far to drive up there from this area. Now, we are limited when we're looking inside of New Circle Road because there's really no new construction that's going on inside New Circle Road other than somewhere that there could have been a vacant lot, maybe a previous property was there and it was torn down and they built one. And actually, we're going to see one of those properties today. It's a newer house. It's hard to really find anything that's new that's in this area code. So let's just look real quick. Let me zoom in here, see if you can kind of get a look at Lafayette High School is the school district for this area. Now, Lafayette, according to niche.com, not according to me, but according to niche.com, it is the number 2 school district in Fayette County. So really the number 1 school district, according to niche.com, would be Dunbar, but they're very similar. If you look them up on niche.com, it'll give you all the information that you're looking for. This is an older area of Lexington, really a nice place to live. Quiet, clean. I mean, you're going to have hoodlums anywhere you live, but this is just a really nice area to live. Nice for families, being in a good school district, close to downtown, close to New Circle Road. It's just a really convenient area to live. So let's zoom in here and let's take a look at one of the properties we were going to look at was this property here on Lone Oak. Now let me get my notes out. Lone Oak is priced right at $410,000 and they just dropped the price $10,000 on this. This property is about 2,500 square feet. As you can see, it's a brick home. It does have the front basement driveway, not always the most desirable type home, so maybe it would be a house that you could get at a good price. Let's see if we can come over here and take a look at it on our MLS. Let's look at some of the photos here. So it is vacant. It has been on the market for a little bit of time. Looks like they've done some updates. We're just going to go kind of quickly through some of these pictures just to give you an idea of what it looks like on the inside. So let's look at some of the details of this property. All right, it is a 3-bedroom, looks like a 1.5 bath property listed at $399. Now they've dropped the price. This one, if we take a good look at it, here on our map, you can kind of see where it is in our map. Now, another one I wanted to look at was a little farther south down here on Pasadena. Now, Pasadena is a cut-through road, but it's very convenient where it is. Now, this property right now is actually marked as contingent. We're going to take a look here at this one on Pasadena. Now, this one has new flooring in it. Let me look at my notes. It's about 1,930 square feet. It was listed for $390. Really large spaces. As you can see, it does have all new, it looks like luxury vinyl plank, new updated bathrooms, good sized laundry room. Here's the outdoor space. So it's got a smaller backyard, but a nice entertainment area. But Pasadena, let's look at it on our map, because you can see, let me zoom in here, that Pasadena is our connecting road from Clays Mill. It goes all the way across to Harrodsburg Road. Lots of traffic on this road. So if you don't want to be on a trafficked area, that's not the street for you. Now let's get back and see what other properties we have. I wanted to look at this one. Now this was our new property. Now as you can see, the houses next door are older houses, and this one really stands out. It was built, I'm pretty sure it was built in 2021 maybe. We'll do a check here, but let's take a look and see if we can look at some of the other areas on this street. You can see the really mature trees in this area, the older homes, really a nice place. Now this one is listed at $409,900, and they just dropped the price on it. Let's get back. Let's look at it to see what this one looks like. Let me look it up real quick. Now this one's about 2,100 square feet. It is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Let's look at some of the pictures. So it's brick on the front, vinyl on the sides. It's got your board and batten, really large, modern, open kitchen, living room area, granite countertops. Looks like carpeting in the bedrooms. Let's see if we could get over here to the, oh, that's a nice area in the tub. So it has a smaller backyard, which a lot of these properties do have smaller yards because they are closer into town. So like I said, this property has been on the market for 29 days. So if you really would like living in this older neighborhood, but you don't want to do a lot of updates, this would be the house for you. Let's see, it was built in 2017. So it's very unusual to find property that is that new in this area. Let's see what other houses we have. Let's take a little quick break from that. I want to show you how close Lafayette High School is to the houses that we're looking at. So it's right in the neighborhood. So whether you're, down there at Goodrich, or if you're over here at Lone Oak, it's very close. We looked at Pasadena over here. Now there are some private schools definitely in the area. Lexington Catholic is here. Now Lexington Christian Academy is over here a little farther to the north, but not too far a drive. So if you're looking at some private schools, definitely reach out to us. Let us know what you're looking for. Send us a text or an email, or give me a call and let me look at the neighborhoods that you'd be interested in, depending on what your criteria are. Maybe you are looking for something smaller and your budget is a little lower. We really need to work on it to see exactly what it is that you're looking for, because there would be some less expensive options in this area. All right, let's see. Now we do have a Publix that is coming to this side of town. I'm not sure that it is opened yet, but it will be opening soon. So you can see kind of here we are on the map. We're going to go on down Harrodsburg Road. And if you take it on down right here, just at Man of War, you can see Man of War right here. And this is going to be opening right here at the corner of Man of War and Harrodsburg Road is going to be the Palomar Publix. It's going to be opening here. So probably about a 5 to 7 minute drive. I mean, unless it's during rush hour traffic, you could be down there to Publix. Some of the other restaurants close by that I wanted to show you here in this area is this Ramsey's Diner. And we've looked at this in some other videos. There are a couple of them here in the Lexington area, but it's just really home style cooking, really good. Let's see if I can show you some different things here. Here's your hot browns. Looks like some fish. Just a really nice family style restaurant to go to, open all day. Just a really good place to eat lunch or dinner. And I wanted to show you this Winchell's. Lots of people love to go to Winchell's. It's a really old bar and restaurant that is right here off Southland Drive. I want to show you a few of their foods. They've really got some really home cooking. People like to sit outside and eat there. Fish and mashed potatoes. Looks pretty tasty. Hamburgers and French fries. Looks like some type of Philly cheesesteak. So Winchell's Restaurant, really close here in this 40503. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can see that we have the Hillendale neighborhood down here to the south. Up here at Picadome, lots of people like to live in this area. So if this is something that you'd be interested in, reach out to us so we can help you find what you need. Now, if you are more interested in the elementary schools in this area, let me know. I'd be happy to send you some information on that. But as you can see, when we zoom in, this is just in a really convenient area of Lexington. So you could be just about anywhere that you need to be in Lexington if you live in this area. You really need to do your due diligence to check the crime report to see what's kind of going on in this area. It's generally a very safe area of Lexington to live. I wouldn't mind at all raising children in this area. Now, maybe you are looking to downsize. You've lived out maybe farther out in the county and you're wanting to come into Lexington to be closer to the hospitals or different parks and different things. This would be the perfect area for you to be. I wanted to zoom in just a little bit. So you can see we talked earlier about the University of Kentucky. It wouldn't take long to get over to UK. If you needed to be over closer to Keeneland, kind of zoom out and take a look. Right over here would be Keeneland. You can see this would be Versailles Road going out of Lexington. All the farms are kind of in this area. Lots of people like to go travel over to Keeneland. This is time for Keeneland. Let me see if I can get over here to it. Right over here is Keeneland, just across from Bluegrass Field, the airport here in Lexington. Lots of people like to go to Keeneland. The spring and fall meet are here at Keeneland. A couple weeks in April, a couple weeks in October. And, as we are getting ready here in Kentucky to gear up for the Kentucky Derby, lots of people like to go get started into these horse races. What do you think about this area of Lexington? Is this a place that you feel like you could see your family living if you were moving in? Maybe this is closer to where you'd want to work. Give us a call, send us a text or an email. Next week, we're going to be checking out a different zip code within the Lexington area. If there's a zip code that you'd like us to do a deep dive into, put it in the comments so that we can check it out and see what houses might be available. The ones that we showed you today, those have been on the market for close to 30 days. So these would be houses that you might be able to get a really good deal on. Maybe it's time to start thinking about what it is that you want to do and where you want to live in Lexington. Is there another area that you'd like to check out? Give us a call, send us a text. We'd love to help you be able to do that. So whether you're thinking about moving next month or 3 months from now, be sure that you give us a call. Let us help you find that perfect place in Lexington. You don't want to make a mistake, and we'd love to be able to help you find the right place to live that suits your needs. So reach out to us, and until next time, I hope to see you around town.